Hello you, my name is Michelle, and I wanted to start a little, well, also called podcast. I'm gonna call mine a chat about knit, because that's what I want to do. Though I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna talk about other stuff as well than just knit, but I really want to share a bit more, because I really love sharing on other social medias such as Instagram and TikTok, and I thought, and I've been thinking for a while actually, to do this here on YouTube as well. So here I am, making my first podcast episode. Yeah, so why not tell a bit about myself first. My name is Michelle Knapman. I'm from Denmark. I live in Denmark. I live with my boyfriend, and currently just the two of us. I really want a cat soon. But yeah, I am 26 years old, and I'm actually a bachelor in Danish Sign Language Interpreting, from Danish language, spoken language, to Danish Sign Language, but I'm not working as that. I'm not working at all, as I am. I'm actually I had to let go because I have chronic pain in my leg due to some back issues where I had to have surgery. I had surgery 3 times at the same place in my back, and though they've helped physically, I still suffer from nerve pain, and don't know for how long. So that's what that is. So currently I am not working, though I am trying to get out again, and but I'm in the public system, and trying to get better. Yeah, so I did love my job, but I realised I can't go back. It's too hard for my body, and with the pain I get, I am on a lot of pain medication to go about that. So it's been a decision that I'm not going to go back to that. So that's about the practical stuff. About myself, I love being creative, and I've pretty much always been. I started my first company in 2015, making jewellery in silver and gold, which I unfortunately also have to, that's on hold as well, but I do hope someday to get back to doing just a little bit more on a hobby level again, though it was my hobby. I did it besides jobs and school. I just loved it. I love being creative in any time. I've painted, I've drawn, I still do that if I can get in. I am meddling a bit in doing some punch needling. I just started a bit on last year. I also been doing Fimo clay little things. I use them as my stitch markers sometimes. What I do. I am working a bit with air dried clay as well. You know, all sorts of stuff. I love being creative. But knitting has really caught my heart. I really love knitting, and I love knitting other people's patterns, but I also just love freestyling and do all sorts of stuff. So I do that a lot if I can get away with it. So yeah, I do love that. And that perhaps should bring me on to what I'm wearing, because right now I am wearing the Winter Power Puff from Easy as Knit. It's knitted in drops air in a brown. Unfortunately, it's 2 years since I knitted it, so I don't remember the correct colorway, but it's this lovely brown. I'll try and see if I can write it in the description or on the screen somewhere. I really like it. I think mine got a bit more round neck than the original had. So I have been knitting for quite a few years. I learned knitting when I was in school, partly by my mum and partly by the school. But a few years back took it up again. So and this was didn't have quite control over how to do the I-cord edge here, so I'm pretty sure it was actually a square neck before I put the edge on, but I do like it a lot because it's up high a bit. It got these puffy sleeves that I really do like, though my pickup rate was a bit weird, as you can see there. And I just haven't gotten around to close it up because I rarely notice it myself, and it's not like the cold that comes through, and yeah, it functions perfectly. But one day when I find the yarn again somewhere in my stash, I might just sew it up, or I just get knot thread and just close the gap. But it's really nice and warm, so perfect for the weather we're having at the moment. And otherwise you can always take it top underneath and it will be perfectly fine. So yeah, I haven't, as I haven't done this before, I haven't anything you have seen before that I just recently finished, but I thought I wanted to show you things that I've just finished anyway, because I have 2 things I've finished this year. We are just in the start of 2024. And the most recently is this one. This is the Friday sweater baby, but as you can see it's not a sweater. This one is a tee, because my ass didn't think about how much yarn I had. I just started it and thought, hey, I have some leftover, let's do this. It's cute. I'm pretty sure it's a size 6 to 9 month. It haven't been washed yet, so it's going to be a bit whiter. I just started doing it, and then I started, with the stripes. I actually had the stripes all the way down when I realised I didn't have enough white to do the sleeves. I didn't think about the fact that I wouldn't have enough yarn blue to do the sleeves either, but whatever. But yeah, and then I was like, I don't have kids, and we're not expecting at the moment, or anytime soon, I believe. But I knit baby knits for friends and family who are having children, or just to have, because I can feel that my friends and the people we surround ourselves by are starting to have children or already have. So I just assumed it wouldn't be a bad thing to have, because I love gifting things like this, and otherwise, and perhaps always save it for myself someday. But I had to ask out on my Insta and my TikTok, because I'm like, would it work? Because for myself, I wouldn't mind having a t-shirt as a sweater, because I like my core being hot. And a lot of people thought it was good. Kids answered me and said, we love it for our kids that they can we can put a t-shirt over a body with long sleeves and stuff like that. So yeah, I finished it. I just added some ribbon, and then that was that. I decided. It's knitted in Drops North, the blue at least. I think the white might be Drops Alpaca, but both of them is an alpaca yarn, and I think it's super cute. It's leftover from a t-shirt that I made myself last year or the year before. So yeah, so this is my most recent finished object, and it's super cute, and I'm gonna save it for somebody. Then my cousin have been asking for some hand towels and some dish towels and whatnot, those things, washcloth. So I made this. This is a hand towel. I added a little strap because I thought that would be fun. And this is a pattern from Purl Soho. Oh yeah, the other one is from PetiteKnit. Sorry. This one is Purl Soho and it's called Tin Sealing Hand Towel or Dishcloth, depending. You can do it, you repeat the pattern 2 or 3 times depending on if you want the dishcloth or the hand towel. It's a free pattern that I found, and I really think it's cool. I really like the, I really do like this, you know, the squares here that are all diamonds that are repeated. I really think it's cool, and I can see myself making a few more of these for ourselves as well. My cousin, she's asking for lots of green, so she got this green, and I got a lot more of this green as well as I got a few other greens. This is just some cotton I got at my local yarn store, or one of my local yarn stores. So it's just some basic cotton, nothing special about it. I think it's going to be nice. I really hope she's going to be happy about it. Those two I finished this year, and last year I also finished, just in the end of the year, finished this one. This is another leftover project, or scrabber project if you will. I had this, it's a scarf. It's a really lovely scarf. The pattern is something I made up myself, some freestyling that I have a lot of fun with. I love doing these cables. You might, yeah, no, I don't have that much, but I do love cables, and I have a tendency to bring cables into everything I can. It started out that I had this this purple, it's called, what's it called, I have it down here. It's brushed alpaca. I had this brushed alpaca from Drops, and I thought, hey, I think it could be a really nice scarf. So yeah, I took, I think it's, I'm pretty sure I have two threads with them. Yeah, I laid a double, and then I started knitting, and then I realized I didn't have enough. I realized I would absolutely not have enough left to finish the scarf in the size that I want it to be. So I went into my stash and found this beige, not white, but beige color, in silk mohair. I believe it's Drops Kit Silk, and I I tried to make a fade. As you can see, debatable if it succeeded. I started off by just adding a single thread right here of the white or beige, not removing any of the purple. Then I removed one of the purple and had 2 threads of silk mohair or kit silk. I did that for quite a while, and then I added the 3rd strand without removing the alpaca silk, the purple one. And then in the end I just went over to the 4. I have 4 of these, as the kit silk is thinner than the brushed alpaca. And well, I do think it's a bit of a funny one, but as I can put this quite around, I don't really mind it, and I think it's fun that it's 2 colored. Down here I think that it's kind of a bit different. It's nice and warm, that's for sure. So yeah, I really like that one, and it's super nice. I'm gonna be happy about it. I do have others just like this, and I use them a lot. So yeah, that is the 3 finished knits I'm gonna talk about. Currently, as I finish these 2, I haven't yet had the time to cast on something new. I usually do actually have at least 2 whips going at the time, but as I finished this one yesterday, I only have 1. I'm hoping I can show you. It's a cardigan, that I'm making. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, I can't put it on with this. I didn't think that through. This is a cardigan. I have an extra long one on here. That it's sort of like a saddle shoulder, drop shoulder situation, and I make the shoulders these awesome cables again on both shoulders, and yeah, it's got a V-neck. Let's see if I can show you that. It's got a V-neck here, and then I've been knitting the button band simultaneously. So as I knit the front and as I knit the entire thing, I'm knitting the button band on. I've been doing buttonholes. Thank God for me learning that I can do buttonholes without cutting the yarn on a double knitted button band. No. Yeah, I watched the other Dane called Kimmy Monkholm, who does a lot of super great tutorials about knitting, and one of them was this buttonhole, and I was like super excited. It's in Danish, but the tutorial itself, I've heard from other people who don't speak Danish, is super great, and I do think she has subtitles in English. I'm not sure, but yeah. So my plan is that this is gonna be, I'm not really sure if it's gonna be a long cardigan or a cropped cardigan. I'm kind of like cropped cardigan. You do it just around the hips, and then with some pockets. But yeah, we're gonna see. I am not in a hurry, and this is just for fun. Something I make myself and drafted myself, you know. And I'm gonna sew this together, but it's just a simple stockinette with some simple straight sleeve, and then I decided to add a twisted rib instead of just a regular rib. Yeah, I really like this. I think it's cool, and I think it's going to be cool. The sleeves are going to be longer as I block it, so if they look short, it's because they are, but they're gonna grow. I know. So yeah, this one is made in Drivved in a yellow base, or yellow color, and this is one of my favorite colors. I really love yellow. And yeah, this is my only current whip, but I do have, I have so many plans of what I kind of want to do, but I'm not really sure where to start. I tried to start yesterday, but my brain stopped. That's one of my my problems with my nerve damage, pain and medication. I sometimes just get tired in the evening, and then I just don't function that well sometimes. But I think I started on 4 things, and then I frocked it all, so I didn't start really. One of the things I want to do is I want to make a summer top. I don't really know what, but I have 2 yarns that I want to use. They're not together, but I have these 2 yarns. I'll start with the yellow one, because I do love yellow, as you might know. This one is from Garnlab, Danish hand dye, and it is so pretty. It has this bit of an orange vibe to it. I have 2, so what do I have? I have 200 grams, I think, and I want to make a tank top with them. I think I'm going to self-draft something for both of these, but yeah, I got this, lovely, it's Superwash Merino. I think it's going to be good. There's a part of me that want to start a bit now, doing a bit of summer knit, so that I have something, because last year I just finished my last summer knit in August. Not that it wasn't hot, but I've just managed to finish it before I went on holiday. But I want to have some more before, because I did feel like I started a bit late last year. So this is one of the options. The second one, oh, this is hand dyed as well, green yarn, hand dyed with birch, and I got this last year on holiday in Switzerland, in a small cute city called Garland. We stopped for a night. I loved it. Darn a cute city. And I just went online and searched, I wonder if there's any garn stores here. And lo and behold, there was. This is hand dyed at their own shop. It's from the place called Seiden Atelier. I hope I'm saying it right. And she was so nice. My German is a bit wobbly, and the English from there was a bit So we had a fun communication with me doing my best in German, mixing it with English and a lot of hand gestures, and the same from her, just in English. But I got to see where she dyed this. I got to see her dyeing equipment and everything. It's so cool. And she dyes it all. It's silk, this, and it's so soft. And I just want to make such a nice summer top out of this, with perhaps some cables or some other fun things. I got 250 grams. She was so nice that she does that she, if you don't want 100 grams, she will skein up some lesser. So I got 250 grams. Yes, absolutely in love with that place, with that town. And we stayed on such a lovely hotel. So yeah, this is what I would otherwise love to use for a tank top. And then I've been thinking about, still in the summer vibe, perhaps doing what's it called, I think it's called the wrap bra or top from NakedKnit. I've been thinking about doing that as well. I have this red Sandnes yarn, reddish. It's from Sandnes. I believe it would be Sunday. I'm not sure. I honestly bought it 2.5 years ago or something. I started doing a tank top out of it and decided that I didn't like it and ripped it all out, and haven't touched it since. But I'm thinking, I do have 150 grams. So I'm thinking that I could do either a top or 2 bras or something, depending on my size. I haven't decided yet. I do have the patterns. Yeah, so that might also be an option. I'm really thinking about that. I'm thinking one of those 3 might be the ones that I'm going to start on next. Though I do have a lot more than just this, but I do have leftover yarn from a lovely knits I did, lovely outdoor knit, and I have this. It's Fritz's yarn, Fritz's Garn from Sandnes, and I have it in more colours than this, honestly, but I was thinking about doing a frock from Garland, the Pebbles. I have made a few myself of the little ones. I do have one. I probably forgot it. But I'm thinking about doing a larger size. So using 1 or 2 strands of this bit more chunky yarn. I usually do it in sock yarn on a size needle 2.5, maybe 3mm. So this needs in itself 5.5, it says it's recommending. So I'm thinking I want it to be a bit dense so that you can't see the inside the fluff inside it. So I'm thinking 5mm or double-stranded and something bigger. And then white for the belly. So yeah, that I've been thinking a lot about doing that. I'm gonna see if I can put a picture in of the one I got. It's so cute. You can make sweaters and everything for it. Super duper cute. So yeah, that is one of the next knits I want to do as well. That is currently competing with the summer knits because this is going to be such a quick knit. They usually don't take that much time. They're a bit fiddly on the small needles, but I'm thinking on the large needles it'll be a bit better. So yeah, scrappy project. I bought way too much yarn, so I just have extra, and I can't really bear to return it or sort of exchange it. Those I haven't used. This one I've used a bit of. This one's used. This one's new. So yeah, I'm thinking a frock. I think it would be absolutely perfect. I really love it. And the last one I've been thinking about starting, because it is still winter, it is still cold and windy here in little Denmark, and it's changing between snow and rain all the time. I've been thinking about using this. I found it for, well, it's 20 crowns at my local yarn store, one of them. They had a lovely lovely sale on them, and I had to get them because I thought I love doing the wilderness sweaters from Linka Neumann. And I have this one, and I have the second one with the sweaters as well. And I thought, oh, I would love to make one. I've been making myself more or less one a year. Because usually the yarn for them, it's quite expensive if you want to use like the real deal. If you want to use Alpaca or the Rauma, as this one is, the Rauma Vams. This is it can get quite expensive easily, and I really love them making them in that because when I wear those sweaters and cardigans that I made, I can wear them outside in the winter without really much more on, and I absolutely love the fact that I can just I've been using them this winter, and I had a wool shirt underneath, and then I put the sweater on, and then perhaps a vest, a zip-up vest, if I need that for like extra heat around the body. But if it's not windy, it's easy. I get kind of hot actually, and sometimes I can manage with a regular shirt underneath without problems. So what I'm looking for is the shirt that I'm not the shirt, the sweater that I want to make. I actually made it for my boyfriend a few years back as well, but he does not like pullovers and stuff like that, so I added a zipper in it. And I like the knit itself. It's a bit too long for him, and I think I'm gonna make him a new one at some point because I think it's a bit sad. So I'm gonna make the same one for myself because I just could not. Where is it? Okay, sorry. Here, I'm gonna make this Svartulv. It's called. It's this one. It's got these cute little wolf heads in the diamonds, and I think it's so cute. My cousin was with me when we went shopping when we were just out shopping for fun. When we saw this, and as you might have noticed, beside this one, I like colours. I like yellow. I'm not the biggest fan of purple, but I do have purple, and I think I can wear it. I thought, you know what, it would be nice with a more neutral sweater that I can just pull over basically anything. So that's what I'm gonna do with this. It's neutral. I think this is going to be the base color, and this is going to be the wolf. My camera cut me off. So this is going to be the base, and this is going to be the wolf and the little diamonds, I think. Yeah. I don't think I want to start it until my my cardigan is over, because it's a big knit. It's usually quick, because it's addictive to knit. I find it so addictive to knit these patterns, and they are super nice. So yeah, that is definitely that's definitely what I want to do. So yeah, I also have some more leftover yarns for another, some more north, just in yellow, and a bit left of the white as well. I think I'm going to make another Friday sweater for a baby, but this time in the smallest size, if I'm going to do that one. Because this time I looked at how much yarn I have, and I don't have a lot, but I should have enough to make the smallest size. So yeah, that is all of like my knitting plans, what I've been knitting on recently. I knit a lot, I think, when I can, because it's so relaxing for my mind and my body. So I love it, and I usually knit. I would love to cast on like a top or something like that, because that's a big part of it. Often just stocking it, and it's not that big, so I can just bring it with me, which is super great, because when we're out I sometimes get a bit tired in my head, everything, or if I am in pain or something, knitting takes that away from me. It just takes my mind off pain, or off the fact that I'm a bit tired sometimes. I also have periods where I just can't knit. I'm just too tired, and I just don't do it, and that's what it is. But otherwise, I spend my days, as I'm not working, I spend my days changing between knitting and where I relax, but also just, you know, doing the creative things I can within my own borders, within what I can do, and I've found knitting to be such a lovely thing, and it also makes so that I don't sleep all day, because that's not cool for me, because then I don't sleep all night. And I watch shows, or I watch YouTube. I listen to audiobooks as well. I just started on Iron Flame, I think the second book in that series. I'm just going to see what it's called. I don't remember the first one. Iron Flame is the second one. Let's see. I don't. I'm sure there's. You all know which one I'm talking. If you read it, you know what I'm talking about. Heard about it. Fourth Wing was the first one, and now I'm listening. I've just started listening to Iron Flame's second one. It's from Rebecca Yarros. And if I'm not too tired, I do that. Either that or watch YouTube. And if I feel a bit tired in my head and my eyes or heavy, I usually put on some sort of old sitcom, or, you know, what do you call, like a comfort show, because then I don't feel too bad about not following along. Yeah. So a recommendation from me is listening to Fourth Wing, and I'm just starting on Iron Flame, and I'm hoping it's just as good. And otherwise, your podcast as well, both on YouTube and as well as only listening podcasts. I love that. I'm hoping to get back again in not too long, but like 2 weeks perhaps. and tell you what I started knitting on and how it's going with my current knit. And yeah, if you have any questions for me, write a comment. Please write a comment if you like it as well, or if you have anything else to say. I would love for you to subscribe here and like this video, because that would mean a lot and would let me know if you like what I'm doing. And if you want to follow along on Instagram, I go by the same name as here, by Michelle Knapman, and the same on TikTok. I'm gonna put them on the screen as well, so I'm gonna link it in the description. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching along, and I hope to see you soon, and yeah, have a nice day. Bye.